Like, I mean, I guess you could call it an interview. Sometimes I do interviews, sometimes I do just casual conversations. You're a new face, so I feel, you know, Lala brought you to the table, so I said, you know, let's have a casual conversation and see where it goes from there.
Right.
How long you been doing, what you been doing?
I'm about 2 years in now. Yeah. Almost 2 years in now.
Okay. And it's been profitable for you?
I wouldn't say profitable, but it's been, you know, I'm spending way more money than I'm intaking, but, you know what I mean, it's a process.
But you're gaining the knowledge, though.
Yeah, I'm definitely gaining the knowledge and the aspect of everything.
Yeah. And the knowledge, I guess you could say, is a little bit of profit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, knowledge is power, so it's definitely profit in that.
So have you really seen the benefit of moving around with somebody like Lala? Because I know she's brought me a plethora of different artists, you know what I mean, that have either blown or, you know, fell behind the wayward line. You know what I mean? So, like, has it been a good situation working with Lala?
Yeah, a lot of dope. Shout out to her. It's progressing from where I was. You know, I'm from a smaller city, so to be down here in Atlanta,
Fayetteville, North Carolina,
right, small town.
Growing. Crockett was the last black man I heard to come out. I looked it up. I had to do my research. I said, wait a minute, who was the last?
And you know what? I just found out that he was from around the way, like recently. So yeah, shout out to him. I don't even know if he really from there. I know he went to college there.
He might have been born there.
Yeah. I know. I think he went to college there. He went to like Feather State or some shit. But yeah, shout out to him. Either way, we'll take him.
So I mean, like the music, man. How is the music being portrayed from your perspective? Like, what were you trying to portray when you started putting out the music?
I'm giving this is my first project, so it's pretty much a biography.
Okay.
Like, it's a biography. Like, if you don't know me after you listen to the tape, like, you gonna know me. Like, I got motherfuckers that is it cool if I cuss?
Yeah.
I got motherfuckers that came up to me and like, yo, such and such and such. I feel like your uncle was my uncle, because I talk about my uncle in jail time. That one of my uncles got 49 years. One of my other uncles got murdered in my front yard. I got a brother in the feds named Seven. So they come up to me talking about these people like, yo, I feel like they're my people. And Granny, my grandmother raised me, so I talk about her a lot in the songs. And they like, yo, I want to meet Granny. You know what I mean? And this is all from just listening to the music. Like, these people don't know me. You know what I mean? So I'm just basically introducing myself to the world.
Right, one step at a time. So is it hard to, you know, to relive some of those memories, or is it easier, you know, putting it out all on wax?
I think it's an expression to be able to put it on wax. You know what I mean? Like, some people don't like talking about it, but I feel like it's a way for me to express my how I really feel about it on wax or whatever. And I had a previous interview last night, and one of the guys was just kind of drilling me about, you know what I mean, my childhood memories of my father going to prison and shit like that, and me talking about it more so was more emotional than when I'm rapping about it. You know what I mean? I can express it better through lyrically.
So it's therapeutic when you're rapping about it,
right?
But actually talking about it it's a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't mind talking about it because it's still an introduction to me. It's a part of my life. It's things that I went through, so I don't mind talking about it. But like you said, it's more therapeutic lyrically.
Okay. So how did you find yourself now, like leaving Fayetteville, of course, and now you're here in Atlanta? You know, how did that happen? Like
I said, I've been doing it for going on 2 years or whatever, and Fayetteville not that big. It ain't that small neither. It's growing. You know what I mean? It's growing, and I pretty much did everything. Well, I feel like I did everything I could do. Like, I rocked all the clubs in that bitch. I got down, rocked out Coliseum. I fucking sold merchandise, T-shirts, bags, hats, scarves, CDs out the trunk, you know what I mean? Like, all the club owners fuck with me and shit. So, you know what I mean? I feel like I reached my zenith in my city. Like, so now it's like, okay, what now? So I came to a stagnant point. Like, yo, what we gonna do? So I went back to the drawing board with the guys, and we was like, yo, let's goddamn branch out. Atlanta is pretty much the mecca of this shit. I know niggas say New York, no shade of New York niggas, but Atlanta is Black Hollywood.
Yeah,
it's the mecca of this music shit now. Like, New York once upon a time, now it's Atlanta.
Right.
So I'm here.
And Atlanta's definitely popping, but you can definitely get, you know, Gucci said one time, he said that you can get lost in the sauce
right
in Atlanta. You know what I mean? So you definitely want to connect with the right people. And,
right.
Make sure that you making those power moves.
Right.
Not just making any moves.
A lot of finesses now. I know that. A lot of finesses. A lot of finesses.
I mean, typically I really just wanted to get a good conversation with you and ask you some questions, just typically to find out a little bit about who you are, so we can let our fans know who you are. Mm-hmm. You know, typically this is not something that we would typically do. We would do it on air, of course. But when we're not playing an artist's record, it's not easy for them to just come up to the radio station and get a on-air interview. So, like, we try to do these type of interviews so that they can see that there is a backstory to this person who you've heard his music before. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, when the Google start Googling, you know, and they start looking for you, they can easily see this backstory before your song even hits radio.
Understandable.
You feel what I'm saying? So, I go by StarterCAM. You know what I mean? Let me introduce myself to you first and foremost. I go by StarterCAM. I'm the executive producer of the Durtty Boy Show, which is the #1 night show here in Atlanta. And, you know, there's new talent that's coming out every day. You feel what I'm saying? What you think of J. Cole's new album? I mean, he's from North Carolina, or is he from South Carolina?
He actually from my city. I mean, I ain't really listened to the album, but shout out to him. He doing big things, major artist from a small city, so shout out to him.
So compare and contrast, right? You come up in a side of town where it's, you know, a lot of trap, a lot of people getting locked up, people getting killed on your front doorstep, and then fast forward here to 2018, like, what happened in between that time that made you move and transition your life into something different?
I mean, life happened, man. Like, it's kind of like, you know, the saying, like, a bad wind never changes. Like, after seeing the same shit repetitively, like, over the years, and so, you know what I mean? Like, any sane man or motherfucker that got sense is gonna be like, yo, I gotta change, or what can I do to be different, or, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to fall in that category, or I don't want the motherfuckers coming under me to fall in that category. Like, the chain gotta break somewhere, you know what I mean? So I felt like, shit, why not start with me?
And is there any notable artists that, you know, that you would say that you, when you first started rapping, that you were, you know, taking hint from or taking advice from, or just, you know, man, he said a hard ass bar that made me want to rap? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what inspired you to get out there and start rapping in the first place?
My uncle was a rapper.
Okay.
The one that was murdered, he was a rapper, and he had, like, pretty much the same shit I got going on. He was a rapper, and he had a team behind him or whatever. And I pretty much just duplicated what he was doing. Like, that's my favorite rapper, so I wanted to let him live his vision through me.
So if there was anybody out there that, you know, ends up seeing this after hearing your music, who would be somebody that you would probably jump on the track with in the near future?
I'm open to working with a lot of people, man, as long as it makes sense, man. The younger guys, the older guys, whoever. If we can put something together and it makes sense, I'm with it.
Dope. So now, I mean, I know there's a lot of chaos right now. I'm just talking current events. We having a casual conversation.
Right. Go ahead.
There's a lot of chaos right now around the whole Kanye West thing. What's your take on that?
Man, I'm not the one to ask that, because I'm a huge Ye fan, man.
Right.
And,
no, like, I mean, you're definitely the one to ask, because if you're a fan, I want to know your perspective.
Man, I'm the type of nigga, like, when I fuck with somebody, I fuck with them. You know what I mean? Like, if I fuck with you, like, she can't come tell me nothing about you. Like, ain't nothing she can come tell me about you, because you my man. You feel me?
Right.
And I don't even know, like, I never met Ye, but I'm just a fan from the outside or whatever. So I haven't even really watched none of the interviews and all that. I heard he's saying crazy shit and everything. Like, I don't want to look at it, because I don't want to, you know what I mean? I don't want to flip.
One thing he said that slavery was a choice.
Okay, now I think I read one of those little memes on Instagram or something.
Yeah, for him to say, and this is just me stating facts. This is a quotable. This is definitely what came from an interview that he did with TMZ. He said slavery was a choice. And my man Lathan, who was one of the correspondents with TMZ, he chewed his ass a new one. Like, he gave him the business. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, of course, Kanye fans are probably still, you know, there's Kanye fans that are probably biased towards the situation, and they're like, nah, you know what, Ye is Ye. He gonna say what he want to say. But then there's also people who be like, nah, Ye tripping. He shouldn't have said that. Yeah,
he always been an outspoken person, but sometimes he can get a little off the deep end or whatever. But I'm still team Ye. I ain't see the interview, so I don't know nothing about it. I'm gonna blame the Kardashians. I'm playing the Kardashians.
So let me ask you this: being that we know where hip hop is right now, and you just dropped a project that was really, really true to you,
right?
Who you are as a person,
right?
What do you feel like hip hop in 2018 is missing?
That, like, people just going with the trends. They going with what's going on. They going with what's happening now, or what, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people not true to themselves or whatever. They just following the in crowd. And with me, like I said, my mixtape was really like an album. It was a biography of me. It won't no scripted stories. It won't no, okay, this is what the boys in Atlanta doing, let me mimic that, or this is what the guys in Miami doing. It was, this is me, this is my story, this raw. And I feel like that's what the game is missing. It's missing that raw. You got a couple artists like maybe Kevin Gates. Gates, he give you that raw, like, this what happened. Like, even the shit that a lot of motherfuckers wouldn't even say, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm trying to go with the shit, like, just getting that aspect of hip-hop back.
Okay, so, like, now, being that, you know, like you said, you come from a small city, and doing these interviews, of course, is going to definitely help. But what other angles, like, you know, are there any other endeavors or any type of major investments that you plan on making to where it's like you can broaden your horizons? Rick Ross owns chains of Wingstops. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, are there any other business endeavors that you plan on making? You know what I mean? Like, just
right.
to double your profits or to increase your marketing aspect?
I mean, I'm always a businessman, you know what I mean? I got more than one hustle, definitely. But right now, I'm all in with this music shit right now, whatever, man. Like 2 years ago, well, almost 2 years ago, when I decided to do the rapping shit and I started my label, Dead Play Entertainment, I was actually about to open a boutique, a women's boutique for plus size women. You know what I mean? Like that was just genius to me because, you know, it's all women love clothes, but they don't never have clothes for the big sister. Shout out to the big girl.
Okay.
But yeah, I was like this close. I had everything. Like, I brought fucking thousands of dollars worth of fucking clothes and everything. I had my website built up. I had I got the business license and everything. And I was like seconds away from opening a fucking boutique. And then like maybe a couple weeks later, we sat down and it was like, yo, you need to be a rapper. And I was like, just weighing the options. And I was like, fuck all the clothes and all that boutique shit. I'm about to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I still want to do or whatever, man. But right now, like, I'm just so head first and deep in with this rap shit right now. Like, this where I'm at.
So Dead Play ENT. Dead Play. What's the meaning behind the Dead Play ENT? Where did the name come from?
My brother, he a fucking clown. Shout out Lil Ruger. Like, nigga, like it's just some shit we say, like, my gang, my guys, like, we, you know what I mean, we might be chilling and shooting the shit, and nigga might be like, yo, let me take the whip to the store, or let me get a piece of gum or whatever, and you be like, that's a dead play, nigga. That's dead. That's a dead play. You know what I'm saying? Basically saying no, like, dead play. So, you know what I mean? We would all laugh and just bullshit, woody, woody, woo. So when we had the conversation, like, niggas would be like, yo, you already got that rapping image and whatever, won't you fucking be a rapper? And I was like, whatever, da-da-da. So when I was like, fuck it, I'm going to do the rapping shit, I wrote the songs and all that shit. Then I was like, yo, we got to have a name of our group. What we going to do? Yeah. And then my name was like, Dead Play. And we just ran with this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got I got a dope logo and shit drew up, and we just ran with that shit. And it's been motherfuckers like that shit.
So social media definitely plays its part in the music world, in the music realm. Like, what aspects of the social media game are you in on, or are you not in on, or are you probably about to get up on? Because social media plays its biggest part. Like, you might as well let them know your social media now, right? Because like that social media is so powerful. I'm DPE _ Hemi. Okay. That's on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud. My Facebook is Hemi, Hemi. My email, deadplayent@gmail for booking the features and shit. But now what you mean when you say as far as like the social media just
and shit?
the magnitude of how powerful social media has definitely.
Yeah, the internet period, man. That shit is powerful as fuck, man. Yeah. I remember like when I was a child and growing up, like niggas was fucking running to New York with fucking tapes and CDs and shit trying to, you know what I mean? You don't even got to do that no more. Like, motherfucker can blow from their living room or blow from their fucking closet where they're recording that through the internet. Right. But I guess it's strategic in marketing about how you create that buzz to be able to blow through the internet. So yeah, the internet is dope, man. But there's also a lot of clown shit on there too, though. You know what I mean? So it works both ways. It's a good promotion to be able to get your work out there, but it also promote a lot of fuckery.
Right.
Too much fuckery. Too much fuckery. It's just some shit is just be way left field.
At the end of the day, right, when you lay your head down to sleep at night, what do you want people to remember about Hemi?
Damn, that boy from Fayetteville, North Carolina, a real ass nigga. It sound like he about what he be talking about. The music dope. I fuck with him. I fuck with his movement and everything he stand for, because I stand for the people. I stand for us. I stand for motherfuckers that don't got the voice that I'm trying to get. You feel me? I want to be able to speak for motherfuckers that don't got no voice, for motherfuckers in prison, because I got family members in prison that's doing 49 years and 16 years and 20 years. I got homeboys that I lost. I mean, just, you know what I mean, dome shots, drive-bys, bullshit, you know what I mean? They got children and shit, you know what I mean? So I want to be able to speak for all them people that can't speak, for the little boys and little girls that grew up with no father like myself, you know what I mean? So I represent the people, man, and I want the people to know that I'm for them, I'm for us.
And I mean, you said something that really hit home for me, as far as little boys and little girls that don't have fathers.
Mm-hmm.
Explain your father experience, and then explain, are you a father yourself?
Yeah.
So explain your father experience and what it's like now that you are an actual father. Like, just like, break it down for the kids out there that may not have a father, and then for the ones that, you know, are about to be a father. Because, you know, a lot of these kids nowadays, they miss out on parenting in general.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that father figure, you know what I mean? It means a lot. You know what I'm saying?
It's a beautiful thing, man. And I think my kids, and probably a lot of, well, I can't speak for other niggas, but I'll say my kids, they probably got it better because I didn't have a father figure around. So that make me go harder and want to do all the shit, you know what I mean? Yeah. That I feel like I missed out on or whatever. Like, so they get that extra mile, and they love that, they love their daddy. Like my daughter, I got a daughter that live in DC or whatever, and she's 8, so she in the fucking, like, she getting into shoes and shit like that. So she called me like 2 weeks ago, and she's like, I want Jordans. Like, she never wanted Jordans, never talked about no Jordans and shit. She lived in DC. They were like Skechers and crazy ass colorful shit. Right. So she called me like she want Jordans. So I'm like, okay, her classmates must be talking about Jordans. So I buy her Jordans. She called me like 2 days ago, and she like, yo, I want she said, I want some foam deposits. I said, what? She said, I want the foam deposits. The kids talking about foam deposits in school. I said, okay, I'm gonna get you some foam deposits or whatever. So I might have mailed her like 2 pair of foam deposits. But like being a father is great, man. So to all the dads that got children, like I encourage them to, you know what I mean, be the best father they can be. And for all the children without dads, I mean, I don't got the words, because it's a tough thing. It's like a trial and error. You just got to go through it and try to do better for when your number get called to be a parent. You know what I mean?
That's real.
Yeah.
That's real. I appreciate you, Hemi, for sitting down and having this conversation with me. When we start playing the music,
Mm-hmm.
What would be the number one song that they gotta listen to if they're not listening to it already?
Only the Real. Only the Real, no question. Only the Real. It's a street anthem. It got that hometown feel, man. Real music, man. Like, anybody that ever been through anything gonna relate to that record, man. Like, if you ever been through anything, when you listen to Only the Real, you gonna be like, fuck, this shit so gangster. Hemi, I fuck with him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just what it is.
You shot a video for it?
Yes, sir. Video fire as hell.
Dope. Make sure we get that on the Durtty Daily. Hemi, how they follow you one more time? Let them know one more time.
DPE_Hemi. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, DPE_Hemi.